السلام عليكم.
عليكم
آه،
السلام.
أول حاجة أنا حابدأ شوية أعرف وأسلم عليكم بالعربي على أساس إنه إحنا كلنا سودانيين، دي المذر تانج بتاعتنا، وبعد ذاك حنواصل. إحنا بالنسبة لنا السيشن دي إن شاء الله عايزينها تكون سيشن سموث من دون أي تعقيدات، لأنه إحنا براود جدا 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 إنه نلتقي بهذه الكوكبة الطيبة من السودانيين المبتكرين الرائعين زيكم، اللي إن شاء الله حيعول عليهم كثير جدا جدا في مستقبل وطننا وفي حاضر المشرق أيضا. إحنا معانا الآن الداتو دكتور توماس شي، وهو chairman emeritus للمؤسسة العالمية للتدريب والتنمية، ودي مؤسسة بتضم عدد كبير جدا من الدول، ما يفوق 60 دولة تقريبا من كل الأقاليم، ولكن بدت سنة 74 في مؤتمر كان في الفلبين في مانيلا. والمؤتمر ده كان الهدف منه انه يجمع المنظمات والمؤسسات اللي بتوعنا التنميه البشريه والتدريب، انه يعملوا حاجه سموها Asia Regional Training and Development Organization في ذاك الوقت. بعد ذاك اتطورت واصبحت ARTDO انترناشونال، لانه ضمت عدد كبير جدا من الدول. أنا أصبحت رئيس تنفيذي لها من أكتوبر 2019. قبلها لما كنت في السودان كنت طبيب، وكنت شغال أيضا في المكتب بتاع الأمم المتحدة منظمة الصحة العالمية، وبعدها مسكت مدير إقليمي للمنظمة العالمية للحركة الكشفية للإقليم العربي لمدة 14 سنة، والآن مع الأرض انترناشونال. معانا برضو الستيمسل فاونديشن، ودي الرئيس المؤسس لها الباشمهندس الدكتور بنشيو، وهو موجود معانا هنا من استراليا، وهو شخصية رائعة جدا جدا. ومعاه أيضا زميله الباشمهندس مرسلاف برضو من استراليا، والاثنين ديل لهم دور كبير جدا. طبعا كلكم لكم علاقة كبيرة جدا بإنترنت الأشياء وبالتعامل معها وبالذكاء الاصطناعي وغيره. هم ديل من نهايات 2008 كل الدول اللي بتحاول إنها تطور قدراتها في المجال بتاع إنه تتواءم مع الكفايات بتاعت القرن الحادي والعشرين، بتشتغل عبر الستيمسل بإن تطور ما يتعلق بالتقنية والهندسة والرياضيات والعلوم وغيرها. ولكن الميزة بتاعت الستيمسل، الستيم أضافوا لها سل على سنهم Science, Technology, Engineering, Math and Social Enterprise Learning، يعني دخلوا ليها جانب متعلق بمبادرات من أجل مشاريع الخير، وربطوها بمبادرة قام بها الدكتور يونس الماخذ الجائزة بتاعت نوبل، على سنه يعملوا مشاريع اجتماعية تقدر تفيد الناس. احنا في المنطقة العربية بنلقى في بعض الدول حتى الاستيم ذاتها سمتها ستريم، على سنه أضافت للعلوم والتقنية القراءة، وأيضا أضافت لها الفنون الآرت، وفي نفس اللحظة واصلت في العملية بتاعت الهندسة والرياضيات. بالتالي أنتوا الآن كمبتكرين صغار سودانيين بنتمنى إن شاء الله إنه إحنا نتعاون معاكم، ندعمكم ونقف معاكم ونعرفكم بناس تانيين برضو ممكن يوسعوا الشبكة بتاعت معارفكم وعلاقاتكم. احنا الان معانا ايضا من بنغلاديش واحده من المبتكرين الصغار اللي تعاملوا مع الستيمسل، اسمها رفيده من بنغلاديش. هم طبعا في مدينه اسمها اديليد في جنوب استراليا. في نهايه 2008 كان في مجموعه بتاعت لاجئين من دول مختلفه، بما فيهم كان في لاجئين سودانيين موجودين في استراليا. في واحد عمره 15 سنه سوداني، زميله ايضا عمره 15 سنه، كانوا هم بيقضوا وقتهم في السايبرز تحت الانترنت لغايه ما ادمنوا السايبرز. لما اتشاكلوا مع بعض واحد منهم قتل زميله، طعنوا بسكين. طبعا الحكومه الاستراليه كانت في قلق شديد جدا جدا من الحادثه اللي حصلت دي. بالتالي الحاجه اللي عملوها انهم طلبوا من بنشيو ومايرو انه الناس تحاول تعمل حاجه تخلي الناس يبعدوا من الادمان بتاع الالعاب بتاعت الفيديو وغيره. وكلكم يمكن سمعتوا بالحوت الازرق والناس اللي حصلت لهم حوادث بسببها. بالتالي دي كانت البدايه اللي خلتهم انه هم يحولوا ويشتغلوا الجانب سموه الستيمسل ده. ويعني البدايه بتاعت وفاه الطفل السوداني هم الهمتهم في انه يعملوا العمليه بتاعت الستيمسل دي، ولقت دعم كبير جدا من الحكومه الاستراليه وتطورت الى الان. وفي مدارس كثيره جدا شغاله بالجانب بتاع الستيم سيلز وبيستخدموا الاجهزه بتاعتهم. وايضا المبتكر الصغير زميلكم العزيز عمر حيقوم بالتحكم في طائره درون هي موجوده في استراليا من خلال التقنيه بتاعت الستيم سيل الاوريدي، حنعرفكم بتفاصيلها كامله. we would like also to see the big picture from your side, and I think Tasneem will present full information about the Sudanese Young Inventor. So she will speak in English, that the information will go directly from the mouth of our young inventor to distinguished friends, Dr. Thomas Chi, Dr. Engineer Penchio, Engineer Merslav.
Thank you so much. Yep.
Tasneem, you can share your screen.
Sure. So, hello, good morning, everyone. This is Tasneem Hussein. I am electrical and electronics engineer, and I'm a member, volunteering member from Junior Innovators team. I recently joined the team like last year, end of last year, and it was a very interesting experience actually for me. Although I'm not based in Sudan, I'm not resident there, but still the experience was completely priceless. So for us, please allow us to take this opportunity to thank you and express our deep gratitude and honor and also pleasure to be part of this meeting today. Thank you so much, Dr. Atif, for the invitation. We're so happy. And from even the brief introduction that you gave, we're super excited to see and to know more about the future collaborations and all possible possibilities of collaborations or things we can do together with the STEMSEL and also ARTDO International. We are super excited for that. So thank you so much. Can you move to the next slide, please? Yes. So during our meeting, we will go over the following points. First, I will give a brief introduction about our Junior Innovators team and also in terms of its goals and also what we actually do. And we will shed some light at Arab World Cup competition, which was one of the biggest competitions we hosted this year. And I will give the chance then to my students I call them student ambassadors. They are our top students who were also participants in the Arab World Cup competition, and also they were winners. So we'll give them the chance to express themselves and also introduce their passions and also their goals. And I think I missed to add something here. It was, if we have some time, we will just give the opportunity for students to share some of their projects. And then we will have open discussion at the end. Dr. Atif, can you move to the next slide, please? Yeah. So we are Junior Innovators team. We were established in end of 2019 in December. We are a Sudanese initiative, completely voluntary. We are concerned with student education, children education in the age of 7 to 17 years. Our program and our different programs and different services we do provide, they are highly related and concerned with electronics and programming. Actually, the idea started with a very small team. It was only 3 members. Just having the idea to start something like that in Sudan, to give the opportunity for students and also to empower them, to empower children, and by giving them the opportunity to innovate and actually creating the environment, the right environment for them to start making and also to imagine. And another concern was to also give them the opportunity to be part of a network, which is usually actually we do it through different things, by offering different training programs and also by giving them the chance to get into competitions, whether it's a local competition, regional amongst the Arab world or Middle East, and also global competitions. And we usually give them we announce for that. And also we guide them through the process, through our different training courses that we provide, whether it's electronics, robotics, and also artificial intelligence and IoT courses. We generally provide these programs along the year in different, we have like a calendar for that. However, whenever we have a competition, like especially if it's a big one, long in terms of duration, we usually embed some of the training programs within the competition itself. We can move next, if possible, Dr. Atif. So here, just showing some of our events and some of our participations inside and outside Sudan. In the first two, it's showing some glimpse or some shots, let's say, from different events we hosted as our team. But the rest of the pictures in the bottom, towards the bottom, from conferences and also competitions like around, like it was not in Sudan, outside Sudan. And luckily our team could achieve some awards in these international competitions. Can move next, please. And also here we're showing some of our training programs and also workshops that we provide, the students' projects as well. So the programs are generally designed to be hands-on experience. So we give them the chance to implement whatever they are learning on the spot. We can move next, please. Okay, so now I would like to give just a brief introduction about Arab World Cup for Artificial Intelligence and Programming. It's as I mentioned, it was one of the biggest competitions we hosted this year, and we were very, very pleased and honored to be regional or local partner in Sudan, taking care of the students or children who are excited to join the competition, and also to guide them through the competition. The competition was designed by two initiatives, Robotna and IoT Kids. Robotna, it's based in Jordan, and IoT Kids is based in Iraq. So they designed these two initiatives. They are interested in STEM education as well. Highly focused on IoT and also artificial intelligence. And they are interested in this category of K to 12 children. So this is their interest. They designed this competition to be among the Arab world, to bring the children together. And they have these four objectives. It was aiming to shed light on the distinguished students and distinguished children in the field of programming and artificial intelligence, for sure, and also providing like useful and programming training programs for children to create the right environment and the proper environment for them to innovate and also to create and imagine, of course, to improve their imagination as well. And also they were focusing on providing valuable learning content in the field of programming and informatics. And this actually, it was conveyed through both our efforts and also their efforts as well. They were providing some, from time to time, some courses, training courses, and also they give the student the opportunity to attend also seminars with the rest of applicants from all over the Arab world. It was very nice to see everyone connecting together and getting knowledge, and of course exchanging knowledge. And also through us, from our side, as I mentioned, we provide some training programs to assist our students to go through the competition. And finally, raising the level, or like giving the student the chance to polish their skills and also their knowledge by being part of such a scientific competition amongst the Arab world, which is kind of big. You can know more about it in the website, of course. Can you move next, please, Dr. Atif? Yeah, so here it just shows that the competition was around all Arab world, covering all the countries. And we were one of the regional partners. Actually, there were nine regional partners, including the organizers, the main coordinators for the competition, Robot Nano Tickets. And actually all of these partners, they have similar values and similar objectives to ours. So it was very interesting to see also people from the efforts and the student work from different countries. Even for our students, it was very good opportunity to expand their network. Although it was like virtual event, but it was a very valuable experience. Dr. Atif, can you move next, please? Okay, so the competition was mainly 4 competitive stages. It was quite long in terms of duration. It took like 5 months to finish all the stages, including going all the way from joining the stage, selection, and also evaluation and giving the results. The applications, the students who were joining the competition from the time it started in March, they were around 3,500 students from all over the Arab world. So you can imagine the big number. However, with time through the competition, this number started, of course, to get smaller, and because it's highly competitive. So we got, alhamdulillah, for the final stage, 6 students from our team shortlisted as a finalist. And in the very final stage, we got the one winner with who was Omar. And that was actually one of the best moments ever, to see that we have one winner in such a big competition. It was a very great achievement. Can you move next, please, Dr. Atif? Yeah, so here in this slide, I'm just showing our contribution as a junior innovators team in terms of numbers. So in the first stage, the 3,500, they went all enrolled into the competition, and then they filtered them. The ones who were moving to the next stage, they were supposed to be only 1,000. So amongst the 1,000, we have 80 from Sudan and from junior innovators team. In the second stage, we got amongst the top 250 winners, we got 14. In the third stage, which was the semi-final, we got 6 amongst the top shortlisted 100. And finally, on the fourth stage, which was the final one, we got 1 winner amongst the top 18 winners among the Arab world. So you can see, like, we were very, very excited, and that's such a very big achievement for us. Please, Dr. Atif, can you move next? So here, of course, I will give the opportunity in the next slide for Omar to introduce himself and also his values. But here I'm sharing with you the award that he could achieve, which was the first place for innovation solution. He was proposing, actually, the main theme or the main objective of the final stage was to give the kids opportunity to develop a solution for people with disabilities. They could choose whatever disability they like, and they need to develop a solution for that using artificial intelligence and, of course, with coding, programming. So for Omar, he chose very, very innovative solution, and he presented it in a very nice way. His solution was, I will not talk a lot about it, of course, because I want him to express more. It was about, like, he was developing assistive technology for those with the sight disabilities using artificial intelligence. And also what was nice about his project is that he integrated electronics along with the block programming that he was developing for the project. So for some reason, Dr. Atif, you are sharing the PDF, right? Because it's not opening the video. Yeah. So you probably we can look at the video maybe after Omar start talking about his objective.
مشروعي هو
Or we
أداة
can
ذوي الإعاقة البصرية وتوفر لهم الرؤية السمعية لما حولهم
Is it clear that you can
وتمكنهم
hear?
من حسن الاندماج مع البيئات والمجتمعات
yes we can.
Okay.
فكرة المشروع في هذا النموذج أمامكم عبارة عن جهاز صغير يركب على نظارة معالجة الصور المأخوذة بكاميرا مع حساس مسافة وذاكرة لحفظ البيانات وسماعة لأذن المستخدم سيتلقى عبرها معلومات متدفقة عن الأشياء المصورة بالكاميرا مع مسافة تواجدها أمامه. ولبرمجة فكرة الجهاز استخدمت العديد من الإعازات في برنامج بيكتوبلوكس. استخدمت إعازات الذكاء الاصطناعي أو Artificial Intelligence وإعازات الفيس ديتكشن Object Detection Human Body Detection وإعازات التكست تو سبيك.
Omer is 0.3 meter away. Macmillan English Language 2. School on left. Osman is coming, he is happy. Bus stop. Bus is arriving.
Yep.
Okay, so of course, the experience with Arab World Cup gave us a very great exposure with the regional network, and also now we are super excited because this meeting actually we have it because of the social media coverage, and also as I mentioned, the competition was aiming to shed light on the distinguished students through, of course, the media and also through social media. So we are very, very happy to have this achievement, actually. Maybe we can move next, please. I would like you to welcome our Sudanese champion, Umar Al-Khattab, who was the winner for the first award in Innovative Solution. Umar, please, the floor is yours. Please introduce yourself and also tell us more about your passion and your future goals. Please go ahead.
Hello everybody. Wow, what a great meeting, right? Okay, so I'm Umar Al-Khattab from Junior Inventors Team Sudan. I'm one of the winners on the Arab Cup. It was a competition in programming and artificial intelligence. My passion is in electronics and programming of electronics. In the future, I would like to be the strongest robotics engineer in the world. So, and thank you, Dr. Atif. So about my project, ICAM, it's a solution for the problem of visual disability. It traces of a tiny device contains a camera and ultrasonic sensors. It takes photos and distances all the time, and it transforms from AI extension to voice instructions. So if a person armed with ICAM, he can live his life normal.
Very interesting, Omar. Thank you so much for sharing your passion and also your project, your very interesting one. We are so proud and we're very, very happy that you could achieve this great achievement. It's a winning for all of us, of course. Thank you so much, Omar. Okay, so this was supposed to be a surprise for Dr. Atif because we have a member in our Junior Innovators team who is very special because he has experiences in different aspects. He's using his skills in scouting to help him in programming and the other way around. So that was supposed to be a surprise, but then actually Mustafa, he just told you in the beginning. So please Go ahead.
Hello everyone. I would like to thank you for being in this meet, and I would like to greet you a special greet. And this greet is a Scout greet. Hello everyone. Hello Dr. Atif. And now I would like to present myself. I'm Mustafa Yasser Abbas Diab. I'm 13 years old. I start my innovation journey with the Scout since I was 5 years old, and even I didn't enter the school. And I learned more about discover and phenomenal skills through camps and activities such as leadership, honest, teamwork, and work under pressure. And my second journey, and this is the current journey now, with the Junior Innovators team, we learn more about programming, coding, Arduino, TOT, and artificial intelligence. And my aims is to support the world, and especially to support the rural people using a simple technology like the smart home silo. The smart home silo is to preserve food for years and to reduce the hunger and poverty, and it's one of the sustainable development goals. And my passion is to be a captain of a ship and to made a motor of a ship to, if the ship appear Bermuda Triangle, it sends electromagnetic waves through Bermuda Triangle, and when the waves came immediately into Bermuda Triangle, it will stop. And this can the ships and airplanes came safely appears on it. And I have five projects. Three I worked on them, and two are under presenting. The three is one is a teamwork, like you see in the photo, is a smart building car. This car, it's a car to reduce the time and work and to increase the quality. And I have a small electrical van, and this electrical van I develop it and make smart electrical cleaner to support home clean and to support the recycling. And my projects under working, they are smart home silo because it's present seeds and reduce the hunger and poverty. And the other is smart scout compass. It's for help the scout people in the camps to not get lost and to know the dangers, if the dangers is near or not near, and to know the direction. And this is my hopes, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Mustafa. It's very ambitious and futuristic, of course, what you are saying. We are very happy actually to have you, and also to see that you are using your skills in scouting to polish your capabilities in programming, and also to innovate things or solutions that can help people in critical situations with no equipment and network. Thank you so much. Now I would love to give the chance for Ahmed Sharafuddin. Although Ahmed is a young member in the team, but he has a lot of experience and different skills in different fields. But he is highly interested, and he has a lot of work in robotics and also cybersecurity algorithms and developing a lot of. So Ahmed, please go ahead introduce yourself and tell us more about you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I am Ahmed Sharafuddin, 14 years old, studied at high school. First of all, I would like to take this chance to thank all members who facilitate this meeting, participants in Arab Cup, especially to Umar. About my passion, I'm mainly extremely passionate by robots and programming, because within this field, I found myself and discovered my ability. Moreover, I'm so interested by all new technology related to this industry. For my goals, firstly, I'm intention to be first famous Sudanese one in robotics engineering, and specifically be number one in propulsion and hydraulic machinery department in NASA. Secondly, achievement of first patent for reading or measuring and evaluation the space parameters that affect the efficiency of satellites. The main aim for this instrument to discover far away planets from the sun. Also, one of my goals to be famous programmer in the world that create different language codes, have multi-use, and study at Tokyo University for Technology at Japan.
So much,
Thank
Omar.
you very much.
Sounds very ambitious.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best. We hope that you could achieve all the goals that you are setting for yourself. I like them, and I'm very happy that you are being very specific about it. It shows what extent you are target oriented. Good luck. Thank you so much, Omar. Ahmed, sorry. I don't know what's my problem. Okay, so now I would like to let Ahmed Al-Mustafa to talk more about himself. Actually, Ahmed, he just to give him to give a brief introduction about him. Of course, he's one of the young junior innovators team. But this year, Ahmed, he was successfully achieving a number of awards in different regional competitions. Actually, mainly these competitions were related to Scratch programming, to solve different problems or different different problems. So Ahmed, please, Ahmed Al-Mustafa, please. Hello, Ahmed.
Yeah.
Yes, please, the floor is yours.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Hello, I'm Mustafa Munir. I'm one of the Junior Innovators team. I'm from Sudan. I'm 12 years old, and I'm passionate about extending my knowledge and learning new things, new thing every day, a new thing every day. I like to learn foreign languages. For example, German. Guten Tag, ich bin Ahmed Mustafa Munir. Ich komme aus dem Sudan und ich spreche 3 Sprachen. Arabische als Muttersprache, gut Englisch und ein bisschen Deutsch. So about my objectives, I see myself in the American aircraft company, Boeing. I want to develop the planes and make them easier to control and safer to travel. So about the champion, the short that about the future term and the short terms. I want to solve the problems and make them easy solutions. For example, electricity, pollution, and networks. I also get in the Arab World Cup. I get into the 250 people who went to the who went to the third grade, but I didn't succeed in that. Also, I participated in the Scratch programming champion, and among 200,000 people in the Arab world, and I managed to be the third one.
That's amazing achievement. Thank you so much, Ahmed Al-Mustafa. That was very nice to hear from you. We are very excited, actually, and we're looking forward for more successes. And please, we wish you all the best to achieve your amazing goals. Thank you. Now I will give the chance to Ru'a, who was the member, also the youngest amongst the participants Arab World Cup. Ru'a, although she's still very young, 11 years old, but she is very talented, and she has a lot of skills in, especially in Scratch programming, to develop several projects. And actually, she managed to be one of the top 100 selected for the final stage in the Arab World Cup, which is such a great achievement. So Ru'a, please. Hello, Ru'a.
Hello.
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 Tell us more.
Good morning to everyone. Nice to meet you all. I'm Ru'a Yasir Zainal. I'm 11 years old. I study at the Mawahib School. In fact, inspired with my mother. She is university professor. I am passionate about robotic, electronic, and programming. Final shortlisted student success. Final shortlisted in Arab World Cup. Arab World Cup. In Arab World Cup, AI and programming 2021. My plan is to be a successful person in the field of AI. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ru'a. That was great. And we wish you, of course, all the best. Ru'a, she could manage to make a very interesting project actually in the Arab World Cup. It was assistive technology also for people with physical disabilities, and she developed her project to be assisted or aided with artificial intelligence. So thank you so much, Ru'a. And last but not least, thank you so much. Last but not least, we have Una. She's a very active and inspiring member in the team because she have passions in different fields, and like she's a multidisciplinary, as I say, she's a multidisciplinary person with a multi skills. Unab, she has a passion in electronics and programming, but particularly she's excited to go through the medical field and biomedical engineering as well. So please, Unab, tell us more about you and your passions.
Marhaba. Hi, I am Unab. I am a junior inventor team member. I'm 15 years old. Now I'm really obsessed with my passion, which is programming and artificial intelligence, and its application in the medical field. With the development of it as an assistive technologies like assistive technologies like the COVID-19 patient who need machines or robots to help them get through and be better, or a rehabilitation devices like, for example, a war injured person who need a device or a machine to help them continue living for maximum and help him achieve his goal after the war. And like I said earlier, I am passionate about this corner in my life, and my ambition is to be a programmer of medical equipment, whether it's a machine or boats, and be one of the biggest researchers in a factory of my own, and to help people or people in need to improve their life quality.
Wow, thank you so much, Arnab, for sharing that. It's very ambitious, and I'm sure that you can do that, of course, inshallah. And there are a lot of it sounds very promising, because now there are a lot of input actually from technology, and also a lot of integration between technology and digitized, like they call it, digitized medicine, or e-health, things like that. There are a lot of research opportunities, and also a wide room of innovation. So we wish you all the best. Thank you so much. So before I give the chance for the students to show their projects, I would like to take the chance to express that I am very proud of them, and I'm very, very happy to see all the success stories and from the student ambassadors we have here. And they're actually reflecting a much bigger group of students from children in their age or even younger, with similar passions and interests. Although we are in Sudan, we have a lot of challenges. Like, for example, in the Arab World Cup competition, they were challenged a lot by sometimes they have problems in the connections, sometimes they have electricity problem. But although we have all of these challenges, they could manage to succeed. They could manage to be to show themselves, to as they say, to stand out. And I'm very, very happy and proud of you, all of you. Thank you so much. So guys, I would like to give you the chance. Maybe you can briefly tell us more. Here I'm showcasing some of your projects. So you can briefly talk about it in order. We will start from here. So whoever see your project, you can just briefly tell us about what the project does, and like the problem that it's solving in brief. This one, I think, for Ahmed Sharafuddin, and also this one.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yes.
The first picture was for a glass that helps the blind people who couldn't see. It helped him to know where is him, and it's like a voice assistant to help him for his question and help him all the day.
Interesting.
The second picture was about a project of the danger of smoking. It was a story about a young boy who smoked from a very young time. And a second one who come to him and say to him, don't do that. It's gonna make you worse, and it's bad thing to you. Don't make it again. And it do a lot of bad thing in your body.
Very interesting. I believe you participate with this project for Arab World Cup, right?
Yeah, right. That was from the third stage.
Yeah. So you developed the movie with the characters and everything from scratch programming, right? Block programming.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you. This one, I think, for Unab, for the
third one is for me. It's a highlight for drinking water and water quality in the Arab countries. I did it with scratch, and it was all like a highlight in the water and the environment of the water in our countries, as if it was one of the biggest problem. The world is having a major problem with drinking water, and human uses water as a main thing in his life, in drinking, personal using, and everything. I highlighted the water as a surface water or underground water, and the water quality in every place in the Arab countries, and helped to inform everyone that the Arab countries is not shorted in water, but not having a major problem in establishing the health and like.
Very interesting. Very interesting. We cannot hear you. You are muted, actually. You are muted. I will try to unmute.
Yes, please go ahead.
I think something happened because, Unab, we cannot hear you. Okay, so maybe we can go back again. But what's interesting about these projects is that the students, they develop the characters and everything, and also they're proposing solutions for different problems. They're highly related to SDG goals, the different projects that they develop, whether here it's related to a water issue, here global warming, and also engaging the people with disabilities with the community. Also, there are others, but their main idea or the main focus was to pinpoint at the SDG goals. So here we have also this project from Roa. Roa, maybe you can quickly, briefly tell us about this project that you developed for global warming, and also this one for the smart wheelchair.
Global warming and scratch, you and smart wheelchair using ARTDO blocks and AI.
Nice. And what about the smart wheelchair for disabled people with physical disabilities? it was for your final project in the competition. What happened? Okay, maybe we can see if we can go back again. But this project and also Umar's project, ICAM, and also this project from Ahmed Sharafuddin, all of these projects, they are highly looking at the people with disabilities and to give them like an inclusive experience to live their life normally. Like mainly they are assistive technologies, proposals for assistive technologies to give them the confidence, like to go around without any challenges. This project also from Omar, it's for water scarcity. Omar, you can talk briefly about it.
Okay. My project, ECOMA, is a solution of the problem of lack of drinking water in the Arab world. It works by classification of water, classification of clean water and dirty water. The clean water directly goes to the recycling tank, and the dirty water goes out to the sewage. And the technique of my project is to sense the water by a pH sensor.
Nice, very interesting.
Excellent.
Any question?
Very nice.
Amazing.
I'm sure we have a lot of questions later.
So here, these projects are actually, all of them, they are Mustafa, you mentioned about these, but I didn't show the pictures in all of the pictures in the slide. So you can refer back, like for example, this project was for your cleaning robot, your smart car. You can just refer to that if you want to say something.
Because all the cleaning robot, this is all made by recycling. All of these are some bottles of drinking, and it's useful to the home cleaning. And the smart building car, it's a car with a lower part and
sorry, but the smart building car is actually a teamwork.
Yes, do say. It's a good work in Mustafa and Mustafa Diab, right? And also you have
another 5 members of the team.
Teamwork makes the impossible work.
Nice, very nice. Okay.
And the smart building car, it's the lower part and upper part. The lower part, it have motors and have a IR sensor. This sensor sends the black color. When it sends the black color, when the right sensor it sends the black color, stop the right wheels and work the left wheels to the car. And the upper part, it's the hand, and we use in it 4 motors. A strip motor is for the hand, 3 in the hand, and 1 in the upper of the hand is a servo motor. And this car, it's reduce the time and work and increase the quality.
I will talk about the how to use the car. Well, the car you make, it doesn't need controlling. It works by itself. You just have to put the materials and draw a line of a black line, so it can follow it and build around it. Use 2 Arduinos in it and connect them to each other. So the working is so they are like texting each other. So the word can go can go smoothly.
Thank you, Ahmed Mustafa.
Thank you. So you can clearly see that it's very interesting that, especially here, because we have hands-on experience, not only visual work. You can see that the students, although they have some, for example, here, Mustafa, he decided to use the recycled bottles to embed them and to have them as a body, like the casing or the part for his project. And also here, I believe they are using some recycled materials. It's very interesting to see that although with the limited resources, that they can innovate, and of course they can build and make things. Definitely, we're very, very happy to see that. So now we have like an open discussion. If you want to ask the students questions.
I have the smart silo and the scout compass.
Okay.
The smart home silo, this shape, I imagined it to the future because those two projects are under presenting, and it's because it preserves the food for years and reduce the hunger and poverty, and I will put a sensors in it, a DHT sensor, and to sense the humidity and heat and temperature. And the other smart scout compass is also a shape, imagine shape for it, and to know the hazards and dangers, to know the direction, and also to not get lost.
Very nice. Thank you so much, guys, for the presentation. Now, please, Dr. Atif and the panel, please feel free to ask questions.
Excellent.
Probably you want to know more about.
First of all, really, I'm very proud, all of you, because you are the generation of this century. It's not only you make the thing happen for Sudan, because you are the generation of the new Sudan that will build the country. I would like to tell you that with using the technology of Arduino, you were able to do a lot of things. But now, fortunately, we have with us the people who invent the run-lick stem cells technology also, that if you are using 100 lines of coding using Arduino, with only 1 or 2 lines of coding, you can do the same thing and reduce your time. Some people in the university and in different places also with Arduino, they develop some invents or technology for about 6 months, but with stem cells, with run-lick, they shorten the time to few hours or days. So you can hear directly also from Dr. Vencio, who invents that, and in order to help you. And later on also we can make this technology available in Sudan. The second thing that you said, you are a junior inventor. I think that you are not a junior, you are a senior, but with young age. But you are a young inventor, not junior inventor. You are a senior inventor. Thank you very much. Now I give the chance to Dr. Penchu in order also to comment. Dr. Penchu, the floor for you.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Dr. Atif, thank you so much. And it's amazing to see the talents from Sudan, which I think will add on to this movement of ARTDO, the technology committee that we're trying to set up to help some of these very passionate students. So congratulations to all these participants and the winners. And I don't think I can do what you did when I was your age. So give yourself
Thank you.
a round of applause. And you really have done well, especially the parents Yeah, especially the parents who has been the rock behind all these success stories. So well done to the parents too, because without guidance and their dedication, it is difficult to focus on what you want to do, right? And so now the next step is, how do we make it better? You have succeeded as judged by so many experts, giving you the award. And so thanks to Dr. Atif's introduction just now briefly about what this new invention is, with a few lines of code instead of hundreds of lines of code, which you can do too. Obviously, like Dr. Atif said, if you have not heard about this technology, you have no choice but to use 600 lines of code instead of maybe 10 or 20, right? So this invention is a Wi-Fi based system. So to make it simple to explain is, maybe you can do some research and find out whether I'm right or wrong, because I have not done, I suppose, enough research to tell you this, even though a lot of feedback already that say you need only 6 lines of codes to make an intruder alarm. Yeah, 1 line to create that vision between your laptop and the camera to create vision. 2 lines of code or program, you can make a web page with 2 buttons that you're ready to turn things on and off anywhere in the world through the internet. Without the internet, you can do it with local Wi-Fi too. Remember that. That's critical, because many people say without internet, yeah, I cannot use your system. No, as long as you have local Wi-Fi, you can use. But with internet, of course, then your reach out is global. Any point in the world that has an internet, you can do what I've just said with that 1 line to create a vision, 2 lines to make the web page with 2 buttons, and then 3 lines of coding. You can include artificial intelligence voice that I see in some of your projects already. Yeah, that you need for vision impaired people. You need to convert the text to AI voice so that they can hear it, right? So that sort of thing, using Runlink, this technology, RUNLIN, is simplified, but not to the extent that it become a toy. It's simplified for 10-year-old students to start making projects continually when they go to secondary school, 10 years old to 20 years old, and upwards. So then your depth of knowledge become very deep. In fact, if you start thinking from 10 years old to 12 years old, 2 years, because it's so easy to use, you will be able to challenge the university students in Internet of Things project. So make sure you go, I think one of the students, the mother, Roa, is a professor in the uni. So make sure that Roa start getting accredited for Internet of Things project within 2 years. When she's still a primary school student, she should be able to do what the uni students are doing with the Internet of Things subject, IoT subject. So this is how technology like this will help students to excel in, maybe as a summary, in 3 areas. Yeah, from 10 years old to 20 years old, the students will be able to win 3 types of competition. Yeah, imagine a new education model. Number 1, STEM competitions with, which is you and 10 years old to 15 years old, win a scholarship competition, pre-university competition. Yeah, with all your winnings like this. Let's say you win 3 majors, international STEM invention competitions. And then by the time you're 15, you set your target to win a scholarship before university for 1 year, foundation course. In Malaysia, we call it foundation course, 1 year, right? And then during your university win, hopefully, the university scholarship for 3 to 4 years. So 3 competitions from 10 to 20 years old, STEM competitions with social impact, a few. Then win the scholarship competitions and then win a job competition if you decided to work for other people or yourself. Job means you can win funding, money to build your own project. So this is the sort of model that a technology like this can be used to change the STEM education model from a lot of memorization, a lot of memory work, to hands-on making things. And that's what employers are looking for, problem solving. Then through that problem solving steps, the process, you necessarily will need to use imagination and ideas, which equals to creativity. So a lot of creativity will be forced out of your invention, because you need to use a lot of ideas and imagination, which they say is called creativity, so that you can then make your invention, but with something that is fast, simple, and fun to use, so that lots and lots of younger students can use this technology to solve problems. For instance, as a sum up, right? What I've said so far, maybe is called quality education. So the question to ask ourselves is, what is quality education? Is it 10 lines of code compared to 500 lines of coding to save time? Yeah, and time obviously is one of the most critical part of invention. They call it time to market factor. Because if you take 6 months, people take 6 weeks, their product already on the market. It makes them more competitive. Yeah. So with this quality education, you can then demonstrate that you have the ability to win the 3 competitions. Yeah. So that way, hopefully you attract a lot of support to be able to demonstrate that you have done a lot of research, you have applied the technology to get the funding that you need, the support that you need. So we have many case studies already. And here you have students from Malaysia, Ng Yi Jun from Penang. She's 15 years old. She'll tell a little bit of her experience. And then you have Rufaida, also about the same age, from Bangladesh. Unfortunately, George has to go to school. He's from Cameroon. He's 13 years old, but he just completed from 3. So he's like 14, 15 years old in the mental age too. So he's very talented too. So this technology, obviously for talented students like yourself, be very easy. I suppose I'll leave Miro to explain or to demonstrate today. We would like to show you. Okay, so I think there was some problem with of what I said about the drone demonstration. You see what I say in 15-20 minutes drone demonstration, that you see that this invention is now programming inside the browser. So traditionally, you program inside the computer and use a cable to download it into the chip. Is that right? Is that what you guys have been using so far with Arduino and so forth? Okay, yes. You would observe that this running programming is done inside the internet browser. So directly, we make Internet of Things projects very, very easy. And what are the parameters that it is used for? It's used for sensing, which I see a lot of sensing there just now. All your projects, you use it for data logging, you use it for control. The 3 major things, right? Sensing, data logging, and control. And then you apply Internet of Things and artificial intelligence. So maybe as a sum up, what this product is actually an Internet of Things engine for you to implement Industry Revolution 4.0 projects. Yeah. And I believe Industry Revolution 3.0 is STEM, 4.0 is IoT, Internet of Things, and then IR 5.0 is AI broadly. So this technology now, maybe you can call it IR 345. So you will do STEM, you do IoT, you do AI all at the same time. from 10 years old upwards. I'm just using the period of 10 to 20 for you to set your targets to win 3 types of competition, so that you spend most of your time making things and less time memorizing. Yeah. Today, the model is, education model is 90% of the time, students go to school to memorize. For whatever reason, lack of equipment or just the system. So this technology is trying to change it to 80% hands-on making things, problem solving, and 20% memorization. You still need information and knowledge, but not the type of thing that I did to get my A's. I go to school to memorize incrementally from 6 years old until to memorize. So you belong to the, what do you call, the 20% current, the making things type of students. The current model is 80% memorization, 20% making things. But we like a lot more students to be able to make things, like 80% making things and 20% memorization. So if you're ready, do you have any questions at this moment? Maybe we'll pick on 1 or 2 questions before I hand it over to Miro. Omar, you are the big winner there. Congratulations. You're muted. I cannot hear you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. Any questions, Omar?
No.
Yes. I have a question.
Go ahead, Mustafa.
You talk about 3 things. The first is STEM, and the second it's a competition.
Any questions?
What is the third?
Yeah.
The third.
SEL is social enterprise learning. Is that the STEMSEL? Is that what you mean? So SEL is like SDG. It's like United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Like we provide quality education in schools, or make every house a smart home. Provide quality education inside the smart home, inside the house, to increase, that's SDG number 4. So once you have quality education, as I said, compare 6 lines to 600 lines of coding. I call that quality education, right? SDG 4.
Yeah.
Inside the house, I then increase gender equality, especially focus on the girls. Then I have SDG number 5. So I double my human resource from 10% to 100% girls and 100% boys. So 100 plus 100 is 200%, compared to 100% plus 10%. Some countries, very little percent. So close enough to double human resource. To solve what problem? Especially this Internet of Things coming into the house is a threat, because it has a massive addictive power. So a lot of students are on online activities that can harm their, so many things, cyberbullying to addiction on games, so create a lot of mental stress inside the house. So then that is called mental health, SDG number 3. 3 SDGs already inside the house, because it's difficult to implement inside the school. One school maybe have 1,000 students, maybe about 1,000 houses around it. So then maybe the next SDG is SDG 2, smart farming inside the house. You do research, use Internet of Things to connect to professors in Thailand, in Australia, to show you how to change the color of tomato from red to purple. Yeah, things like that. So that is 4 or 5 SDGs already. So that is STEMSEL. So rather than just making things, we say, why not call it STEMSEL? That also include arts, obviously. Social enterprise learning, humanities. And normally arts belongs to humanity. So that it's easier to remember. Of course, it has the meaning also. STEMSEL try to save lives. You use STEMSEL medically to save lives. That's what we call it, STEMSEL. Any other questions, please, before Miro go ahead?
Yes.
I think Mustafa, he's asking about the 3 competitions, the STEM competition and the scholarship competition and the job competitions. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you please explain?
Mustafa, yeah, Mustafa. So we have many cases here, like your age, right? One is Josh. He started training with us from about 9 years old, and within about 2 years, every year about 100 hours, Saturday, 2 hours per week. And he went to Malaysia. He first won the Australian competition, and then he went to Malaysia with 20 countries. And so that is the sort of STEM competition, international, that you can easily win, because the judges will wonder, how could you do something like that? You know, when uni students are finding it difficult to complete a home automation project to on and off light for the smart farming, yeah, hydroponic. And so normally you will be able to win competitions like that easily. Yeah, so that is STEM competition. So let's say you win 3-4 STEM competitions within 3 years. So then you apply for scholarship. Yeah, the scholarship can be from any schools, pre-university. In Malaysia, we call it foundation courses. 1 year, compress the 2 years to 1 year before university. And there's a lot of scholarship there. So you can win a scholarship there, and hopefully you do your pre-university for free. And during that time, you obviously try to win the, what do you call? The university scholarship. So you have a full scholarship for another 3 years. And then automatically you will attract the attention of the big companies, the big tech or the big four. So we have students that work for the big four, which is a financial company that employ a lot of STEM workers now. Yeah, and very important that you do some research, and Miro will send some information there. One of the big four is called PricewaterhouseCoopers. Yeah, and they published a report called the STEM Economy Report. And in there it says, you try to do this and see whether you can get a job in Sudan. Yeah, or get PricewaterhouseCoopers to sponsor your project, this Young Inventors Club. They say if you shift 1% of your workforce into STEM jobs, in the case of Australia, our economy will increase by $57 billion. Try to do that for Sudan. Make a note of that. Shift 1% of Sudan's workforce into STEM jobs. And with this technology, I have no doubt you can do that. And see how many billions of dollars. Our case in Australia is 57 billion. Our population is 25 million, but the workforce is not 25 million. Let's say half of the people working, yeah, 12 million. 1% of that, 120,000 people. In the case of Australia, is that correct? No, jobs, we will increase our economy by $57 billion. So that is very important research for you to do, and I would like to help you to do that. And I'm sure, no doubt, PwC or the other big four will come to your doorstep and help you, because they will be surprised by what you tell them. It's all the time is a matter of surprise to win something. You know something that they don't know, right? Like how did you know about PwC? They will ask you, have this report, yeah? Because they don't expect you to know it, because nobody has technology to be able to achieve that strategy. It's only a strategy, it's not a solution. So is that clear, Mustafa and the rest, parents as well, how these 3 competitions can be won using this technology that have quality education, or we call it the competitive advantage. Yeah, Tasnim, isn't it? Tasnim, I think you should be able to understand what I mean and explain to the younger ones later. And
yes,
Dr. Atif, of course, will help too. Yeah,
definitely.
So the competitive advantage is a few lines instead of hundreds of lines. A simple sentence, increasingly exponentially more difficult as you add more features to IoT. And because of this engine that Miro has invented, it makes it much easier for you to start IoT projects from. There's a paradigm shift here of how young people like you, especially this group that I've seen a lot of talents here, but you just need the opportunity. I think today, Dr. Atif has brought you the opportunity. And the opportunity is simply called, you know something they don't know.
Thank you very much, Dr. Penshu. And we also listen to Engineer Myro.
Yes, thank you, Peng, and thank you for all your great presentations today, all the young ones today. It really is nice to see your imagination and your creativity and all of your hard work. It must have taken you a long time to actually do all of that as well. And obviously, you've been putting in a lot of effort to get into those competitions. So just a quick question. Omar, how long did it take you to do your project, for example, for your AI vision for the impaired people?
You mean the project ICAM, right?
Sorry, say that again.
You mean the project ICAM, the project of the visual.
Yeah, ICAM, yes. How many hours or days did it take?
So now I didn't make it like a real project. I just make but I inshallah I will make it a real project. It takes for me to make this project months. Exactly.
Okay.
So how many weeks or months did you spend on that project, Omar?
Like I think I sent it to the team of the competition before 3 weeks from the 3 days from the end of the time that they give it to us to make the project in it.
So you have 3 weeks before the deadline. So you start making the what do you call the ICAM, isn't it, for people with vision problem? They give you only 3 weeks to make that project.
Yes, you can say that. Yes.
Okay.
Sir, Mr. Pencho, I have a question. Does STEM now have products promoted? Is ready to be in the markets?
Yes, yes. You mean the RunLink technology?
Yeah, I think that.
Yes, it's already on the market. It's being used already by a lot of students. Yeah, and big companies like Intel, the Big Four, in India, they sponsor students to use RunLink because it's much faster than ARTDO. They need quality workers to solve problems. You see, technology can do certain things, but you need to use your creativity. It's technology combining creativity that these big companies are looking for, problem solvers. Yeah, and so it's not just a technology that is good, but you need to use it to solve problems. Yeah, so it's already on the market. This is the stem cell controller board that comes with all the input and output, and the software is you will see that when Miro do the demonstration. So the Wi-Fi chip is sitting on top of that controller board. Does that answer your questions, Omar? So it is available.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you will have it also. You will have it yourself here.
Fantastic. So this is a group of students who are going to receive some of the kits, Dr. Atif?
Yep.
Good. So we have to make sure that we go to Sudan quick.
Yep.
So that you can put it to good use. You can impress United Nations, UNDP, like in Cameroon. They give 1 million francs, about 10,000 Australian dollars. For francs in Cameroon, it's about 10,000 Australian dollars, which is a lot of money from United Nations Development Plan. But now all of them are changing to RunLink because RunLink is only about 3 years old. So they don't know about us. Nobody know about us much yet. Yeah, but now as soon as they tried out, why they say we will never finish the project, agriculture robot, using Arduino in the time given. So they already allocated the money and they said that we can't finish the project. So now with Runlink, they can add a lot of features to it. United Nations is very happy because they expect students to go and do some research and make the technology, make the project better all the time. Not just winning, solving problems, share it out with more people. So the agriculture robot project, supposed to be an industry project, now is called quality education project. It has two purposes. Yeah, one is agriculture application, but the farmers' children will be learning quality education too, right? So winning the 3 competitions. See, you use the agricultural robot in the field. Inside the house of the farmer, like you, the students will be learning how to win 3 competitions. So we always have double purpose. Any application of Runlink for industry application automatically become quality education. UNSDG 4. All right. So once you bring up question like that, you can see the answer is again a lot of surprises. We have a project in Nepal where Australian government is funding using our technology for smart farming. So one of the conditions is if you want to get that money, has to be gender equality. So for us, gender equality is to give them 6 lines rather than 600 lines of coding. So a lot of girls will be joining. So very easy for us then to achieve their KPI, the key performance indicators. So think like this. This is called lateral thinking already. Not just finish the smart farm project and look for another one. This one, do it laterally. Help the parents, help the children. So that we shorten the time of getting rid of the 3 zeros, 0 unemployment. Yeah, Dr. Atif said, Dr. Yunus came up with the idea of 3 zeros, right? 0 unemployment, 0 poverty, and 0 net carbon emission. And if you can connect with him, you get all the help that you need from kings, queens, presidents, prime minister. He knows everybody, this man. And he's waiting for your for your solution. He hasn't heard about it yet. Okay, so keep going, please. Questions anytime, just interrupt us because this is more meaningful than just what we show you. What we show you is just a wow, you can do that. But the application, like what I say, think about what you do for industry, like your eyes and things like that. The disability silo project. Make sure that it become quality education. So from today on, all I see your projects is double purpose already. Yeah, you can go back to the judges and tell them, my project you judge was 1 single purpose, now it's 2 purpose. It has quality education. So keep connecting with the nothing wrong, right? Because if you use Arduino, you cannot hope to that all the 10-year-old kids will be able to do it. Impossible. Because you will show you some of the videos. You need to teach the students in Bhutan, in Sri Lanka, in India. It's just too hard. If you want 80% of the world population to be educated in digital economy, Arduino cannot do it. Small number of people, yes. Okay, and a lot of block programming, once you get into the real world, it's a different world. You really have to face up with coding because our coding is JavaScript, Nero, show you only a few lines, which you can handle. Human brains are not meant to remember all the coding. You get burnt out. It is too much. It's not for human minds, it's for machines. So we have now compressed it to the point where it's simple enough to think about solution, not to think about coding. Coders go home to think about coding. Ours is you go home to think about solution.
Perfect.
Leave the coding for the machine. Okay, Miro, please continue.
Okay, so today we have a live demonstration of the technology, and Omar, you will be doing the project today. from where you are in Sudan. Because this is an Internet of Things technology, we can actually do it across the internet from Sudan to my controller here in Australia. So we will show everyone how that actually works. So Omar, I believe that you have opened the web page which we sent. Can you share that web page?
Okay.
Don't forget to share the sound also, the audio.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. That's very good, Omar. That's correct. Okay, so I'm just moving my camera because my controller is here. Okay, and the web page that you have opened is actually from inside this Wi-Fi chip here in Australia. Okay, when you open a web page, it comes from a computer somewhere, some server. But the instead of being on a computer on the internet, it's actually from a Wi-Fi chip, because we put this run link inside the Wi-Fi chip directly so that it becomes a window into the controller that you can open on a browser or using your telephone or using your tablet or using Linux or anything. You can actually open and do the development. So this page can actually make your project, okay? So it is a development page. So that means that, for example, the chip can connect to the wires, and this is an output wire. For example, the blue wire goes to my relay box, which connects to my lamp. The blue wire is connected to a port, which is called C4. So Omar, go down to C4 on your screen, and then select the digital out. C4.
C4 digital out?
Yes, correct. Yes. Okay, so you see a button, that means that there is a signal here on the wire. It's connected, but you can check also by pressing the off button to check if the signal will actually then switch the relay box and the lamp. Okay, so you can see the lamp turned on.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, so when I said it's like a window inside the chip across the internet, it's as if the window is sitting next to the controller. That's what you're used to, but it can actually work across the internet too. Okay. So this can work on the internet, but can also work on the local Wi-Fi. In fact, the technology works without internet. So just on your Wi-Fi network, you can open it as well. Okay, of course, this is a lamp, and you know that you can have pumps, you can have motors, you can have robots. So in the name next to C4, I want you to type in the word lamp, L-A-M-P, next to C4, next to the green button. So can Omar, can you type in the word lamp?
Sir?
So next to the C4, next to the green button that you've turned on, please type in the word lamp.
Yes, here.
So in the name, I will type lamp, all right? Type
correct,
lamp, all right?
yes, thanks.
Perfect.
That?
Perfect.
Okay, that's good. Okay, and I also have connected here a sensor, and I'm sure you've used many sensors. This is a light sensor, and it is connected to C7. C7 is an input. It can measure the light. Okay, so on C7, I want you to go across to C7.
Yes.
And select analog in. So this will measure the voltage.
Analog in.
Analog in.
So
it will change the voltage to a number, so it will become a digital number. So you see a number?
Yes.
when I cover the sensor, so I cover the sensor, you can see the number goes down.
Yes, when you cover the sensor, the number gets down up. When you take out your hand, the number gets down, right?
No, the number is 70 at the moment. Can you see 70?
In the name, I should type 70.
No, there's a number changing there, 71, 78. When I uncover my hand, then it goes up.
Yes.
You see the number going up?
Yeah. This is the live data.
Yeah. So it's the data, the information, the data coming off the sensor that you can see. Okay. On Arduino, can you see the data from your sensor?
I should type sensor.
Yeah, type in sensor. Yes, type in sensor. That's good.
Sensor.
And
because this can be a temperature sensor. It could be a distance sensor. It could be a sensor for water in the ground. It could be many sensors. I'm sure you've seen many sensors. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll share how you can use lamp and sensor to actually, just with a few lines of code, you can also create the control system. So I'm going to just share my screen.
You mean that we can make we can control the lamp and the sensor in one time. Like if the number of the sensor gets like 230, make the lamp on. If it's under 230, make it off. Turn it off.
I think that we maybe do it the other way around. That when it's dark, okay, or if make it an intruder alarm. So if someone comes near the sensor, then it turns on the light. Okay. So let me just share the screen as to how we do that. So I'll just share you my screen.
I think, Omar, you need to stop sharing.
Stop sharing, yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, you can see my screen now.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So at the moment on C4 you have lamp, and C7 you have sensor.
Sure.
So what we can do then in the JavaScript loop, the reason we use JavaScript is because this is the native language of the internet. Okay, the internet does not work on Scratch or other languages. It actually works on JavaScript because all the browsers in the world actually understand JavaScript already. So it means you don't need to load any program into your computer or your phone because the browsers already understand this. So let me show you how. If we want to make a decision and we want to say if we want to measure the lamp, so we select analog in and we select sensor. Then we press add macro. It says if analog in sensor. And we delete the semicolon, put less than, and we say if it's less than 120, then we wish to turn on the lamp. Then we select the turn on. We select the lamp, put the cursor, press the add macro, and it's there. And underneath we can simply put turn off lamp. Okay, so this is the code which you can put into the JavaScript loop. Okay, unless you have followed me. but what I will do is I will send it to you and you can put it into your JavaScript loop, because this page here is not connected to my chip. This is just to show you, but your page is connected. Okay, so do you have the code?
Yes. So I will make a copy, all right?
Yes, you can copy that into the JavaScript loop.
Okay.
And,
Maybe engineer,
and
you
then
can
share your screen. Yeah, share your screen.
Yes.
To make it faster, just you can maybe copy it in the chat box.
Yes, I did send it to his chat box, to him on the chat box.
Good idea.
Like that, sir?
So that you can see just a few lines.
Okay, so you can see that's just a few lines. And so 20 years ago, we did invent actually block programming for industrial use, but this is actually better because this is professional programming. The JavaScript is used by 70% of the professional programmers in the world. So it means that you're starting to learn the professional programming for your skills to use for university and use for your jobs as well. Also, it means that you can use all the resources on the internet, the professional things that they can do with JavaScript, you can do with this run link straight away. Okay, even if you can get started easily with a few lines of code. So to make this code work, what you need to do is go up to the top of your screen on the top left and just press run.
Send, all right?
No, just press the run button. Okay. I understand why you said send, because on your programming, you have to send it to the chip. But in this case, you do not need to. The lamp actually turned off automatically already. If I cover my hand on the sensor, then you see the lamp turns on. If I uncover it, it turns off. Okay. But this part will surprise you. The code is not inside the chip.
Oh.
Did that surprise you?
Yes. So
when
much.
I cover it, okay, turns on. When I uncover it, turns off. The code is actually on your screen in Sudan. But this is Internet of Things. Remember, Internet of Things means that we can share computers, we can share code, we can share places as well. Okay, so anywhere in the world, you can have different parts of your project. So part of the project is in Sudan and part of it is here in Australia, and we can have other parts too. Okay, so now I will show you something amazing, because it's very difficult for students to create projects which include the Internet of Things and the AI, but also to include a web page which contains all of these things as a display. So maybe when you need to make a display for Arduino, you need to buy a separate display, and then you need to put in the characters or the graphics or anything. But with this, you can make a web page and use a display on anything. You can use the display on the laptop, on the tablet, on the phone. And so we use HTML. So I will share my screen again and I will show you the HTML.
Stop sharing.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So HTML is the language that actually creates web pages that all the browsers also understand to create the display. So what we can do, for example, is we can put a heading. And today, remember, we're making an intruder alarm project. And the intruder alarm project has a lamp and a sensor. Now we're going to make two buttons which include the buzzer. So alarm control web page, which you can open on anything across the internet. And then after we do this, then we're also going to show that we can also connect it to other things on the network, such as, for example, a drone. So we want to send a drone to look for the intruder. Okay, so we're going to make 2 buttons on this one. So we're going to make a button, and then when we click the button, on click equals, again, this is HTML. I know some of you there have done HTML. We're going to turn on a buzzer. Okay, just like that. So this button, which we're making, a graphical button, when we click the button, we'll turn on the buzzer. And at the top, we want it to say alarm on. This is a simple button, but HTML allows you to make different sizes and colors and many things on your display. So this is to turn on the button, and we can also make a turn off button the same. So just 1 line of code and you can make a button which actually works on a web page. Okay.
Yes.
We have a turn off button. So 2 simple buttons and a heading. I'm going to copy that and send that also to you. Again, just to put into the HTML. And then you can share your page and we can see how you can see your web page, and then we can check if your buttons on your web page are actually working. For example, when you make the web page with the buttons, when you press them, then my buzzer here should turn on in Adelaide, in Australia. I'm in a city called Adelaide in Australia.
Like that, sir?
So can you share?
Don't forget
yes.
the audio.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't forget to turn on the sound, share the sound, because we will also be adding text to voice. Also AI, text to voice, artificial intelligence.
Sir, so you can see my screen or not?
Yes, we can see your screen. That's very good. At the moment, though, the code actually says to turn on the buzzer, but the buzzer is not defined. So my buzzer here is actually connected. You see there's a buzzer here on the table. It's actually connected to C5. So you need to do the same as the lab. Go to C5. Go down to C5, port C5. Make it a digital out.
Yeah, and I have to write buzzer, right?
Yes.
Yes, see, you know how to use it already, correct.
Yes.
Excellent.
So now
So now to run it, what you need to do is press the stop code next to the run code. Press the stop code and then press run code again. And then scroll down, and under the page, you will actually see the display. There's actually a preview of your display. Go down further.
Yes. Here?
You see alarm control web page. So even you can put your name, in the text and it'll display your name on the alarm control web page also. But what I want you to do is try the buttons. Try the alarm on button.
Like alarm. This one?
Yeah. So when you click the button, okay, just scroll up again. We'll just check if there's a signal.
Here.
Okay, yes. Next to buzzer, it says on. Okay, but my buzzer is not turning on. So that means that there is a signal here on the wire. See, we can check with this system, but there is something wrong here. So sometimes my buzzer goes loose. Okay, that's good. Just check it again. Try the alarm off. Alarm off.
Oh my God, it have a strong, so strong sound.
It's very loud here, alarm. So press the alarm off on the web page.
I have to make alarm off, all
Press
right?
the alarm
Yep.
off. Yeah. Okay. Just try it again. Try alarm on again. Make sure it works.
Now it
Yes, and alarm off. Alarm off again.
Oh, alarm off.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it is very loud. Right.
Perfect.
Good. So you can see two simple buttons, 2 lines of code. On other systems such as Arduino, if you need to make a web page and then you need to put buttons and then connect and work them, you probably haven't tried that before, but some of our university students that we have shown actually have tried this. In fact, one student called Gabriel, I showed him this and he was very surprised, and I said, why? He said, it took me 5 months to make a web page with buttons and make it work from the Arduino. Okay, it took him a long, long time, many different modules and codes. Okay, what I want to do next is to also show you how the RunLink can connect to other things on the network. So at the moment, we are connected to your web pages. We can also connect to the Wi-Fi on the phone, for example, on the telephone. Okay, so that means that we can connect to the camera, and it only takes 1 line of code to connect and make a CCTV camera on the web page from your phone to a laptop, for example, or anything on the network. Okay, and if we want to create text to voice AI, it only takes 3 lines of code in the JavaScript. So I'm going to show that by connecting to the camera, which is on this drone. Okay, so you're going to connect to the camera, which is on this drone. This drone is a Wi-Fi drone, so it can connect to the network. It also has sensors which we can read, such as a height sensor here, and we can show a graph on the web page too. And of course, we can have on-off buttons. So we can, instead of on and off, we can say up, down. So we can say drone up, drone turn, etc. So I'll turn on the drone and connect it. Just show your web page again.
Oh, yes.
Hero,
Just share the web page.
Tasneem has a question, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry for interruption. So I want to ask, is this platform open source, or how we can have access to it? Because exactly as you mentioned, for university student, it's very, very critical. Even I remember for me, it was very critical to do IoT. Although we use the easiest and the smoothest approach, but it's still the kind of challenging. It was very
okay. So you want to have it very quickly, it sounds like.
So Dr. Atif, can you help?
Yeah, for
can
sure.
Can you courier it today?
I will take from them their address, and then after that it could be couriered to them on the spot.
Yeah. So Tasneem, you have to instruct Qatar Airline to fly to Malaysia to pick it up. Or come to Australia. You can have it within a week.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Omar, can you share your page again? What I'm going to do is show you how to connect in also to the drone as well. Just going to add my drone to the Wi-Fi network. So, okay, go to the top of your page. And then press the stop code. Okay, so I'm just checking the connection to the drone here.
So
okay, so now just go to the next to the stop code and press the get button, the GET, the get button.
One click at a time.
Near the board.
You said any port?
Up, get.
No, up the top.
Up.
Closer to the top.
The
This
top
one.
of the...
Get.
Okay. This?
Get.
No.
Get.
Yes.
Is there? Yes. No.
لا تحته.
No.
Yes.
That one. Yes. Get.
Get the program.
So it will get the program from inside the chip. So this chip here actually has some memory, and it has the projects for the drone, including the buttons inside the chip. You can also put the program in the chip, and you can get it, and then you can also edit it and change it too. Okay, so what I want you to do next is press the run code button.
The run code button? Yes, you mean this?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, and when we do this for the drone, I have the drone down here, then you need to listen very carefully because the drone will be a little bit noisy, but you will still hear me because I have a good microphone. So we want you to press one button at a time. So scroll down to see the display, the web page for the drone. Okay, so we're showing this example because students can make this. Okay, I'll say that again. Students can make this, but I'll say it a different way. Students can make this work. Okay. Students can make this work because I've heard a lot of ideas from many students and many ideas do not work, but they can actually make their ideas work and be very creative. So I want you to press the start commands. Press the start commands. Yes.
Can you check the battery or temperature?
He will. Mm-hmm.
So first, did you press the start commands?
Yes.
Yep.
Did you hear a voice?
Yes.
No,
okay.
I can't hear the voice.
We cannot hear it, so you need to share the sound. So stop sharing, and then you need to share sound on the Zoom.
Go back to Zoom.
Because there is text to voice on each button, and also there is text to voice when the intruder comes, then there will be text to voice to send the drone automatically.
وقف الشيرنج بعد ذاك لما تعمل شير بتلقى في تو بوتونز تحت بتاعين الاوديو اضغط عليهم عشان تكون you are sharing الصورة والصوت.
تو بوتونز بتاع الميوت؟
لا ما بتاع الميوت. لما تعمل شير قبل ما هنا بتلقى تحت في شير اوديو اضغط الشير اوديو برضه.
مشكلة ما الاقيه والله صراحة.
اول ما تعمل الشير تلقى تحت في بطن بتاعت الاوديو
في السيتنجز.
ايوه
شير ساوند.
ايوه شير ساوند بعد ذاك تعمل هنا. ممتاز.
ايوه كده.
يلا اعمل ستارت.
Yeah, try that again.
Drone command.
Yes, we can hear it now very clearly. Very good. So now go across to the top where it says battery percentage under get data from drone, and press the battery percentage.
No, battery.
I have to press the battery, all right?
Yes.
Yes, once.
Drone get battery.
So you see 87, that is 87% battery level. You can also get the temperature from the drone. This is the sensors on the drone. So press the TEMP, temp degrees C.
It's all right?
Yes.
Yes.
Drone get temp.
Okay, so 83 degrees, it means that the chips in the drone, there is actually 14 little CPU computers in the drone for artificial intelligence drone to be able to communicate and to be able to drive and take the commands. So
it's important, Miro, if I can interrupt here. For students, it's important for you to observe three things here. One is the sensing on this page, right? Sensing, then you have the data logging. You see the graph being plotted. So what you have got there is the real data of drone temperature, 83 degrees. And then you have control from the, what do you call, from the intruder alarm that it has made. You will be able to control the drone now to fly and take a picture or a video of the intruder and send it to the police. Observe these three things: sensing, data logging, control, and then IoT and AI. That's what Running can do for you. 5 things. Go ahead.
So the heights graph under there where it says current drone height, that is actually a graph which will use the sensor on the drone to show a graph of how high the drone is, also the height of the drone.
Yes,
so maybe you can just scroll down a little bit so that we can see more of the camera and the graph. So can you use the scroll bar
down,
which is on the inside, the small scroll bar?
No, scroll بالكارسر.
So
انزل لتحت
no,
بالكارسر.
just that one, yes, just down a little bit. Okay, we want to see all of the buttons still, but just scroll down a little bit. So put it back up again.
Yep, a little bit
That's
more.
it.
Up to here.
Okay.
Down again.
Yeah.
So you can see the graph.
Okay.
Slightly.
So that's okay. All right, that's good. That's good. So now press the takeoff button. Take off.
Take off.
Take off. This?
Yes.
Just press
because
it
of
once.
internet delay, one click at
Drone
a time.
takeoff.
Okay.
مبروك يا طيار.
It's lift off.
Okay.
You are in NASA now. You say you want to go to NASA, right? So you are in control of the drone now.
Press the up button. Press it once. Up.
Up.
One time. One click. Yep. Going up.
Okay. So you can see on the graph it is also going up as well.
Go down.
Okay, so press the turn CW, the turn button, turn.
The what?
Turn.
Turn.
Down?
Yes,
The turn button, turn.
Turn.
Turn CW clockwise.
Turn CW, alright?
Yep.
Yes. Press it twice. And again, yeah, that's good. Okay, very good. So, yeah.
You can do that later, Roa.
Okay. All right. So don't press it again. You can see my video is working. It's a little bit slow. But what I want you to do next is just press it once. Press the flip back.
Flip back.
Flip back.
This one, alright?
Yes.
Did you press it?
Okay.
Drone flip B.
Okay. And the flip forward.
Flip forward. Alright?
Yes.
Drone flip F.
It does.
Okay. Very good. Okay, it's just in front of me. And you can see the height graph too. Very good. In fact, if you press the up button, then it'll probably have the camera on me a little bit better too.
If I press the up button, I can now see your face, alright?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Very good. Omar.
Drone up 20.
Okay. All right. There's a bit of a delay on the camera, That's
Very
okay.
good
You
job,
will
yeah.
show the video. So press the land button.
And yes,
Land.
right. This.
ايوه
Drone
رائع
land.
رائع رائع
Drone
ما شاء
land.
الله. احسنت.
Okay, very successful.
Bravo.
Okay.
You now can qualify pilot for NASA.
Yeah, very
انزل
good.
لتحت عشان تشوف الجراف.
Drive the drones on Mars, I think will be good. Okay.
Well
Well
done.
done, well done, well done.
So what? But we still haven't finished. You know why? Still not finished. You know why? Because we said this is an intruder alarm. So this means that there is still code in the JavaScript which checks if the intruder comes, then it will turn on the lamp. Okay, so there is a light, but it will also have an AI voice to say intruder has come, sending the security drone to make it automatically go up and around looking for the intruder.
Take a video.
Okay.
Yes.
So to take the video of the intruder and send it to the police. So, okay, so my hand is coming. This is the intruder. Okay, so it blocks the light. Lamp turns on.
Alert intruder detected sending security drone. Drone takeoff. Drone up 50. Drone CW 360. Drone CCW 360.
Okay. And it looks like the camera is facing me. I'm scared, so as an intruder, I don't want to be caught by the police, so I'm going to go.
Mission accomplished.
Wow.
So the police is on the way. Yeah, well done. So I'm sure Roa want to have a turn. Maybe set up another time. We can show all your little friends in primary school.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can see how, imagine this, right? In Sudan, you have 100 drone demonstration a day. How is that going to help Sudan to get attention from the world, from the United Nations? You see, you mentioned about you want to solve problem. UN SDG, right? Poverty, education, gender equality, smart farming. You need something to attract their attention. So this is now marketing. This is social entrepreneurship. That's why you have to sell social enterprise learning. So then you have to have something to attract them. Would 100 drone demonstration per day attract the attention of the United Nations and give you the support that you need to change your skill set in Sudan? Write it down. Set that as your challenge. Set that as your dream. Within 2 months, you make sure that Dr. Atif send you all the equipment quickly. Within 2 months, you would have 100 drone demonstration in 1 day. That's all you need to tell this secret that you have observed today. And I'm sure Tasnim from Qatar will be able to help.
For sure, definitely.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I'm sure Qatar will start
hand,
flying
yes.
all the equipment to Sudan very quickly through Tasnim.
Yeah, absolutely. Very interesting.
Because they're going to gain,
Much-
isn't it?
so
Qatar,
much-
this is where the creativity starts connecting.
Absolutely.
You know, especially when you're young. The younger you are to tell this story, rather than people like Atif and me, Dr. Atif and me, too old to tell this story already, you will attract all the attention you need. And not only Qatar, the other airlines will compete with them to want to fly the equipment to Sudan. You see, when you have some talents, you need to know how to use it. Not just building the robots, it's how to get help. If not, your time spent will be too long. It could take you 10 years while you can do it in 10 months. So that's why this type of technology is about how to unleash your creativity to solve problems. Your problem is not going to go away. Poverty, food production and things like that if there is no help. And the only people who will help you is when you show them a secret that they don't know. Qatar Airlines is going to double the sales on flights because they are the first airline to be able to show this secret technology to solve SDGs. That's why this type of Zoom meetings is so critical that you do it regularly, at least once a month, if not in 2 weeks. Because new ideas will come out and new people want to share ideas with you. And ARTDO, CEO is Dr. Atif, and there's over what, about 40 countries membership? And United Nations, 200 countries, because you're solving their problem that they cannot solve. From today onwards, you are the problem solver. And a lot of these problems, United Nations directors cannot solve. You guys have the solution now. Use it to your advantage as soon as possible. Put all your energy to focus on this, your spare energy. Whatever spare energy that you have, you decide. I don't know what is your spare energy anymore. You decide, focus on this. Contact us. Like Roa, she was so happy. I can see all the clapping and all the emoji there. Yeah. Truly, that is the sort of excitement that she gives me when I see that sort of excitement in all of you. So we all need to be excited, not just you. We need to be excited to be able to tell your story. So time is your biggest challenge. The sooner you do it, before other people realize, the better. This product now is in America, where the professors in computer science tell us in Philadelphia, in Temple University, they've never seen something like that. They have ordered about 50, I think Miro, including the chip, is about 50 sets now. And drones, 10 sets of drones. And Bhutan, a poor country, is ordering so much of it. The king of Bhutan says he wants to make STEM a daily language. You know how serious it is, mentoring program. Huh? Sorry. Yeah, so the process, very low cost, is called University Students Helping School Students Mentoring Program. Uni Schools Mentoring Program. So Qatar University students organized by you want to call it Girls in STEM, it doesn't matter. Whatever name you want it, it's the process. So you go to school through Zoom to train all those students. Miro will send you 7 projects that while you're waiting for the equipment, you only need your mobile phone and your laptop, and that's it. And do the 7 projects, all of you, I will encourage you, and make a short video of each of them and send it back to Miro so that we can give you some feedback. Because
so the 7 projects contain a link to the online run link. So you can also go online and you can start using it before you have the equipment. And you can save and continue when you get the equipment.
And make sure you make short video and give us some ideas, more feedback, more ideas, so that we can add onto it and make it bigger. I repeat, your biggest supporter will be the big 4, not the big tech yet. But the big tech will come and make money out of this story. Big tech means the Google, the Microsoft, the Apple. The big 4 are the financial companies called PricewaterhouseCoopers. Miro already sent a link there, I saw. And it will explain why they call up all the world, the countries in the world, to increase the STEM workers by 1%, shift 1% of their workforce into STEM jobs to increase their economy. Do that research as a group, please. Make a note. That's your assignment. That's your challenge. If you don't do it, Dr. Atif will not send you the equipment.
This is like your homework, so try to do it and you will enjoy it.
So make sure
also.
you do that PricewaterhouseCoopers challenge of, you just write a graph report of how you shift 1% of the Sudan workforce into STEM jobs and estimate how many billions or millions of US dollars your economy will increase. And the template is in Australia, 57 billion Australian dollars. So just rough estimate and get help from PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC. Yeah, because they will be the one connecting you to everybody else, because they want to make money. Sorry, go ahead.
Can you state what they're required to do? Because I'm writing notes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent follow-up.
So sure, we will text you, put it in the text somewhere, and then you will see the challenge. The challenge is very simple. It's to solve a problem for Sudan, right?
Yes.
I think this is the main aim for them, that they would like to
your
contribute.
Problem is you want to
make their country better.
This is your contribution.
Yeah.
These are contribution of ideas that works. It's not any ideas. This will get so many countries to help you. It's not just your own government. This will get a lot of people, like I just told you. Why would Qatar Airlines want to help you? Because they're going to make a lot of money by selling tickets. And why would Microsoft want to help you? Why would Google want to help you? Because they're going to make a lot of money selling their products, like the Windows, because they have competition. In Australia, the schools either choose Windows or Apple. So they have fights, you know, they fight. When they fight, you give one of them a solution, they will challenge each other to give you more money, to support you, to buy their equipment. So there's a few things there. Tell PricewaterhouseCoopers, you help me to do 100 drone demonstrations a day in Sudan and see how we increase the economy. Don't just say help how. Give them ideas. One, because to do 100 drone demonstrations a day, you need equipment. So PricewaterhouseCoopers, you can talk to your friends and buy us 100 drones, which is nothing for them. They charge $200 US per hour to audit the accounts of the governments in Australia.
And you see, Dr. Penn, this is not only a dream, because it's reality. If you remember, during the Olympics, just recently, hundreds of drones they make together their demonstrations through the Internet of Things. And also during our last World Scout Jamboree in USA, we were able also to use a couple of 100 drones also to make the ceremony of the event. So it went very well and fantastic, and everyone enjoyed. Before we conclude also, I would like to tell you that we have with us here one of the very important person, which is Chairman Emeritus, Dr. Thomas Shi. He's the one who helped many young people to flourish. And I witnessed that in 2010, he invited one of the talented young violinists. She came with him up to Sudan, and she played in front of people in the Friendship Hall, and it was fantastic. Now that lady, who were at that time 9 years old, now she's doing her PhD in London. So also he sponsored a lot of music bands, and now they are very famous, and they do a lot of charity activities. I hope that if Dr. Thomas just say a few words to you, or maybe that in Eileen also. Datu, can you hear us? Because he's following also with passion. Datu, you are the one who supported a lot of talented people. Just give them some few words. They would like to listen from you. And you know, all of you, you know this development that took place in Malaysia. Since many years ago, he used to initiate the idea of work full-time and study part-time. So thousands of people, they shifted from working by diploma and just minor education to have their masters and PhD, and also they help and develop in raising the economy of his country. So Datu, please tell us.
Dr. Atif, thank you for introducing me. Mr. Peng Cho, my role, welcome your organization to ARTDO International, and also extending your kind help, especially in the development of young people. For almost 30 years, I was a leader in the Lions Club International, of which I was assigned the role as chairman for human development, concentrating on leadership and development for young people. To me, any country that does not devote enough time to develop the talents and skills of the young people will have no future in that country. Believe me, the present youth today who are enlightened, enhanced with talent and skills, will be the enlightened and efficient and effective leaders of tomorrow for the country. So any country that doesn't spend enough resources and time to develop the young people will have no bright future ahead of them. So show me a country that spend a lot of time, effort, and money to help develop the young ones. They will have a great future in a company, in a family, in a country. That is a very important message. So Sudan, I mean, this effort put in by our colleagues are very helpful to train people in special skills. I would also go even further, that we should, ARTDO may even consider having a Young Achievers Award for young people who are outstanding. Young Achievers Award under the umbrella of ARTDO International, because we always believe that skills and talents should start young, when they are young. I noticed that people 5 years old can play classical music. 6 years old can sing beautiful song internationally. Now, where does the talent come from? 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old. You know, they could sing international songs at international stage. They could play classical music. You know, at the age of 5, 6. Can you imagine that? Where does it come from? Anyway, it's through the encouragement of the parents and the people who are close to the child to enhance the capacity, talent, and skills of young people. So today, the young people are better educated and given lots of opportunities to learn. Therefore, we can put forward the learning process and skills development at a younger age. Okay, so never underestimate, think the young people cannot achieve anything. The young people are the future of the country. The young people are the future of the community. So we as adults must show by good example to uplift the young people to achieve the greatest potential they can achieve by unleashing their talent to the fullest, developing skills so that they become useful citizens, productive individuals, and have a better quality of life. And life to me is a continuous learning process. You don't learn until you go away.
Long
you know,
life,
at my age, I'm still learning. I'm almost 80 years old, you know. Thank you. I'm not a young
Wonderful.
man. But my mind is still very active.
Absolutely.
Very clear, super active.
You are like 20 years old, creativity about 2%.
My enthusiasm is 20 years old, correct? Because at a young age, I was also a young achiever.
Amazing.
You know, at the age of 18, I became a King Scout.
That's a big achievement.
Yeah, at the age of 17, I was selected to attend a World Jamboree. Huh?
Amazing.
So you can see that.
Very
And at the age
inspirational
of,
for the young people.
At the age of 14, I won so many awards, including when the Red Indian from America came, and I discussed as a Red Indian, I got the first prize at the age of 13.
Wow.
You know, so from there onwards, no turning back, going forward. So I dedicate my whole life in training and developing young people.
Well done.
You know,
Congratulations.
you don't only train the best, we uplift the whole youth movement, not just train the best. You know, so my concept is massive development for all the young people, not just for the super intelligent or the smart ones. You have done a good job doing that, you know, but for me, I would like to uplift the skills and development of young people generally, as many as possible. So in my 30 years in the Lions Club International, in charge of leadership and personal development for the region, I spent many, many years developing the young people. And today, when I see some of the young people meeting on me on the road or by the seaside or somewhere, and they come and say, "Thank you, sir. You have helped train us." You know, that was
Absolutely.
for 30 years of my life, I dedicate on training the young people. And 50 over years, I was in the Scout movement. And Scout movement also developed skills for the people. But this is the hand-on skills, like cooking, meeting emergencies, swimming, rescuing, even boxing, climbing mountains, staying, cooking without utensils. So we are put under a lot of intensive pressure at a young age.
Absolutely.
And we have conquered it, we have developed it, then became a King Scout. After passing over 100 over tests within 3 years.
Wow.
So you can imagine, We've gone through a lot. So from there, I have done, and through my involvement in JC's International for a few years, developing the young people, and 30 years in the Lions Club International for human development and leadership. I was a district chairman.
Wow.
There's covering many countries.
Don't forget that also your
that's later stage.
Hundreds thousands of professionals through ITD and ARTDO International.
Yes. So my vision is never underestimate the young people. Never look down on the young people. Give them the opportunity, give them the avenue, encouragement, and stimulus to help them develop to the fullest capacity they can achieve, even at a young age. So it was surprising to me, a 5-year-old young boy could play classical music. 6-year-old girl can sing international songs. My God, can you imagine? So the speed of learning has increased tremendously, you know? And the young ones are pretty smart because there are lots of opportunities and a lot of communication channels for them to develop themselves.
Absolutely.
And that is why my role is not just to develop the best people. My role is to develop the general people, give the general youth, the young people overall, an opportunity to upgrade themselves, update themselves, and move forward in life. So we provide that opportunity. And after that, I joined, I headed the ARTDO for 40 over years. And then we spent a lot of time developing adults, developing countries. And today you can see that we are doing a great job for a lot of people. Be able to touch the lives and unleash the talents of the people. And that's what you're doing. Panju, you're doing a great job. But you are only developing the best of the best. I'm developing the worst to be the best, the least and the worst to be the best.
So I'm sure these young talents here will help those who need help. So we will encourage them. Now we do a deal with them. We give you a secret. You make sure that you practice everything that is said in the holy books. It says the more you give, the more you receive, according to all the holy books, whether it's Quran, Bible, Buddha book, Hindu book, the same. So I think Dato' Chi's dream, his vision will come through you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
because we need a layer of talents in order to spread the news from top down.
Yeah.
We don't want to ignore those from on the
Yeah,
ground.
fantastic. Thank you. Anyway, many years ago, we established the first invention, what we call International Invention Organization, based in Malaysia, headed by one Dr. Augustine, Professor Augustine Ong. Is very famous person.
Tan Sri Augustine Ong, the ITEX
the father
chairman,
of the
mind.
We were the one. I was the one who helped him to establish the first conference for ITEC.
Congratulations!
Yeah. So he's a very well-known. Also, he developed a lot of palm oil products and so on.
Yes. He has books written about it. I have some of his books.
Yeah,
you guys work together.
He's a very strong supporter.
So Dr. Atif, make sure that the next ARTDO conference we get Tan Sri
he's with us. He's our advisor.
Yes.
So we've got a lot of leading people internationally who are with us. You know, one of the very outstanding organizations that with us is the ADB Bank. We have
Asia Development Bank.
Yes, I recruited them. I recruited Intel. I recruited Motorola, and many international organizations, because I dedicated my life to human development and to upgrade the people to be the best they can be.
Wow, today I think you have the last secret for them.
Yeah, but I like to see a massive development for the young people, not only focusing on the best of the best, but focusing on uplifting. For instance, young people need leadership skills, personal development skills. They need how to manage money. They know how to manage money. Most people, even adults today, do not know how to manage finance.
Exactly.
You know,
okay, this is
problem solving skills, public speaking skills. You find a lot of international people, including politicians, they can't even speak properly.
Exactly.
You know,
young
people need to public speaking very important. Yeah.
I think what I see here is today, Dr. Atif, Datuk, Thomas Chi, is Tasnim will make your dream come true.
Yeah, this is my dream.
I mean, no use having a dream if it doesn't come true. So how do
no. So my next view is perhaps ARTDO International can establish a Young Achievers Award.
Let's do that quickly.
Young Achievers Award with your support, with ARTDO. Every year we have our conferences. We give award to organization. We give award to high adult individuals of good performance. And now we can think of a Young Achievers Award for outstanding young people who have achieved outstanding recognition.
Thank you
because
very
there's
much.
40 plus countries, right? That we can get them competing. So this will happen.
Yeah. So coming back to Augustine, we were the first. I was the one together with Rita to organize the first ITEC conference in Kuala Lumpur.
Wow, ITEC.
Yeah.
Okay.
So today,
maybe I should call you up later and you explain to me. I like to hear more of this story. And let Tasnim go and achieve your dreams, because our dream.
You can talk to Atif. He knows a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no problem. Anybody at all.
Yeah, and the next person is Rashid, Mr. Rashid. He was formerly regional director together with Atif. Atif was in charge of the Arab region, including North Africa. Wow. This Rashid is in charge of the whole Asia Pacific region.
Amazing.
So these two are very
headquarters is in KL. I don't know how you guys.
Yes. Oh, you know, huh?
Dato,
I heard a lot from Rita. I heard a lot from Rita.
This is very interesting.
So let's, Dr. Atif, hands over to you now.
Yes, this is very interesting because we have some young talented people, the Sudanese Young Inventors, with their parents, and they are waiting to hear more about what they would like to achieve from this session. And I think for sure that now we would like for them to be able to manage the stem cell strand-link proficiency very well. And we promise that from ARTDO International and STEMSEL Foundation, we can avail this technology to them. This from one side. From the other side also, I have seen engineer Myro in Malaysia training some young people, and at that time I dreamed to see him in Sudan to train our young people there. So maybe as Datu brought the young violinists to Sudan, I hope that we can one day, through ARTDO International and STEMSEL Foundation, we can bring also engineer Myro and Dr. Penshu to visit Sudan and train people. And I think we can make that happen if we collaborate and make it also partnership, not only with the UN, but also we can involve the government, like the Ministry of Digital Transformation, because now we have this ministry and the minister himself is a very supportive person. So maybe Tasneem, if we make this some sort of partnership, it will be very good. And I hope that we can hear also one of the parents of those young talented Sudanese inventors, because without the support of their parent, nothing could happen. So could we please hear one of the parents?
Please. Before that, I'd like to say a few more words to Pengju. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'm glad that, you've done a great job in uplifting the skills and talent of young people.
Thank you.
Because the most important job is to help the young people grow. You know,
it's a pleasure. This has been a happy journey.
Yeah,
and especially not just the young people. We need the experienced people like yourselves, like Dr. Atif.
Anyway, for your information, Rita Go is very close to Augustine Ong.
I know.
Okay, because we are the one who organized the first conference, ITEC.
Yes.
When he first started.
I'm sure a lot of these Sudanese projects will go to ITEC soon.
Yeah, I think there's something I like to introduce, because after ITEC, they go international. They go for international competition.
You can ring up Sri Ong and tell him that today ARTDO is going to feel.
No, you convey to Rita, because he's very close to Rita.
Okay.
Okay, no, and he has presented before in the
definitely.
Yeah, before, I think a few months ago.
Okay.
So very important. I'm taking his palm oil. You know that he developed this palm oil extract,
yes.
Vitamin E, for people who are dementia and got stroke. You know, so for people who are growing old, they tend to think very slowly.
That's name.
Again,
good to know.
Last time when I was working with the OCBC group Singapore, you know, I was a general manager, retired 30 years ago.
Sure.
I became a general manager of one of the biggest financial institutions in Asia, Southeast Asia.
Excellent.
You know, OCBC. Yeah. So my boss at that time, the chairman, who is the uncle of Tony Tan, the former premier of Singapore, Tony Tan, Dr. Tony Tan. He also graduated in Adelaide, University of Adelaide. Okay, his uncle, Tan Chin Tuan, at the age of 85, he was the chairman of OCBC group. And when you look at the accounts, missing by $1, he could tell the accountant, how come $1 is missing? Age of 85, he could spot in the accounts of OCBC Bank $1 missing. Can you imagine? Age 85. So Augustine Ong and his research group established Tricornell.
So let's hear the parents. I think Dr. Atif is trying to get my attention.
Yeah, I finished what I need to say. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chairman.
Because I'm definitely going to get your number.
Tasneem, who will speak from the parent? Is Engineer Khattab, or who will speak?
Yeah, I think probably Engineer Khattab, he opened his camera now.
Yes, please.
Something.
Hello, everybody. Here is a very early morning now, so my little daughter is just waking up.
Morning to you.
Thank you for you all, STEMSEL staff, Dr. Atif and Mr. Dato. Just I would like to add something that here in Sudan, the situation for those children is very tough. Power supply, internet quality. They could not even join online courses to increase their knowledge about electronics and programming, because here in Sudan we cannot pay online. We have no online methods to pay for electronic online courses. For those children, they are working hard now to increase their knowledge about their passion. This is what I want to add, Dr. Atif. Maybe Mr. Dato help the team of junior inventors in this issue. Another thing, this team, which Omar, I don't mention that I am Omar's father. The team of junior inventors also working in very tough conditions. They have no even permanent place to do their experiments. They have no any sponsors here in Sudan. They are working by themselves. Most of them are very young. The 6 examples demonstrated today are the youngest one in the team, and they are working by themselves. Even their coaches are not yet graduated from universities. That's all. Thank you, Atif, for this meeting.
Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations to your, is that your son Omar, isn't it? He won the first prize. He won one of the prizes. Congratulations. You have a very talented boy. He's going to solve the world's problem. Don't worry. It's not just internet and the power. That's nothing.
I would like
he can
to add
solve the
something.
world's problem. Because as of today, Omar has a secret that even the United Nations chairman doesn't know.
Okay.
Honestly. So be
yes.
hopeful.
Yes, I believe you. I believe you. Yes.
Yes, please
No,
speak.
seriously, that is the truth. You only need to ask Dr. Atif and ask, especially Tasnim. They will tell you the truth within a day, because she's going to have to verify what I say is correct or not. 6 lines of coding compared to a few hundred lines of coding. Even President Biden couldn't perform like this.
Yes, Mustafa.
Totally impressive.
So Omar already proven himself, right? In winning one prize out of, I don't know, a few hundred entries. And that's all you need to show the world that you have a secret that they don't have. How could the big tech and the Qatar airline and the big four not coming to Sudan to help you? So your problem is in the past already. It's no more now. Your internet problem, your sponsorship, your power problem. They put a lot of solar there because they need talents like that. Datuk Cheese.
I think Mustafa Diab Yassin would like to add something. Mustafa?
Yeah, please.
Yes, I'm Sarah. I'm mom of Mustafa. I guess I need to add something or to thank you.
Please.
You're welcome.
Yeah, okay. I'm really appreciate your time and your effort and the fruitful discussion regarding to those youngest innovators. And really this discussion and this meeting and keeps them with the full of energy and full of power and full of self-development and confidence. And really, I would like to highlight something regarding to what Mr. Dito said. And he said, I'm old. No, you are still young, and those innovators is still waiting you and waiting your support. And we prepare this fruit for you, and you prepare the utensils, and I am sure you can select the suitable utensil and let us cook this meal together.
Thank you.
We
really
and us,
appreciate
yes.
it. Look
Really
forward to coming to
appreciate.
Sudan. You know,
Yes.
there is a very strange connection. Dr. Atif already said, why we meet today is maybe because of Daniel Awak.
Yeah.
And
really would
know
like
the
to
story? Did you understand who is Daniel Awak?
No.
Okay, Dr. Atif, you want to explain that to?
Yeah, it is the story that I already explained it in Arabic in the beginning, that there is a 15 years old Sudanese refugee.
That the guy killed his friend.
Was killed, stabbed up to death in Adelaide. And that gives the initiative that Dr. Pencio and Myro, they have done the initiatives of STEMSEL, and they have got strong support from the government of Australia. And that developed step by step till now. Now we are taking the fruits of their efforts.
That is 2008 November, about this time. 2008, when this boy, 15 years old, was accidentally, I call it an accident because two boys were fighting, 15 years old. Right
Almost
in the
13
city.
years,
Right in the city center here. And we started a robotic club called African Microchip Training Center, AMTC. We were not sure what we were doing. There was no technology like that at that time. It was all cable-based, Arduino, very hard to use. And today it's gone global, thanks to a Sudanese project. So this is very much a divine intervention.
So inshallah, we will put hand in hand, and as you said that we work together in order to see those young inventors, their activities and their invention throughout the world. So there is no limits, no border, no roof for that. So we need to see them flying away.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No border, no limit. Yeah, we work together.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay.
No limit.
So thank you very much. And
this
really
project has no limit.
Yep. Really, we appreciate your time. We appreciate your effort. And together, inshallah, we will put hand in hand. And also, on behalf of the Sudanese community, I would like also to thank the Chairman Emeritus, Dr. Thomas. As he said that he's almost 80, but he followed all the session from the beginning and gives his valuable comment. Thank you also to Dr. Engineer Pencio, the chairman of STEMSEL Foundation. Is the one also, he is very interesting to develop Africa and to develop all the world, and he spent all his time to do this. And also thank you very much to engineer Dr. Merstolaf. Also, he's a pro-vice chancellor of a university. And also both of them, they devote their time and effort, and they are willing to support. So to make it short, I will take your address fully, and then we will send some of the kits to you. And then after that, you will follow. And please don't forget to do the things that requested from you, like homework that you need to do, the seven program. It is easy, but it can make your mind work also more. You will do the 7, but in your mind, you can do hundreds out of that. And also, if you visit the website of the STEMSEL Foundation, you will find hundreds of programs that people are doing that. But when you will have the kit, you can do more. So we will help you to make this technology in Sudan. And from Sudan also, we can help to spread this technology in other parts of Africa, because we have a lot of African countries also, they are using that very well. Thank you very much, and hope to see you soon in another webinar. All see you also in Sudan when we will bring Pencio and we'll bring Dr. Mayro to our country to do the training live.
Thank you, Atif. Can we have a group picture before we go as well?
For sure. Just a second.
So we can remember this memorable day.
Yeah, please.
For the young inventors. Is there any more parents that want to speak?
Any more parents would like to speak?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Hi everybody, I am the Ahmed Al-Mustafa mother. Thank you very much for your precious time. We hope that our children.
Anybody, is there any concluding remarks from you? Oh,
no, she's speaking, the mother of Ahmed Al-Mustafa.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to thank everybody for your precious time, and we hope that our children could get maximum benefit from this meeting. Thank you.
No doubt. Look, I'm very happy to help.
We are
thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome.
Super opportunity for us, for everyone. And now you opened like new opportunities and also a different way of thinking, like to collaborate with the digital center.
Because you don't understand
collaboration.
Thank you.
Yes. Look, you can see now a young student here.
I think with us. Please speak. We would like to hear you. We have one of the young inventor also from
Nijun. Yeah, would you like to say hello and maybe
hello.
in 2 minutes
Hello.
Tell your story?
So hello everyone. My name is Nijun and I'm from Penang, Malaysia. So I use Runlink to make a storytelling app to thank the sponsors that help my schoolmates, their families who are affected by the COVID pandemic during the lockdown. So there are nearly 30,000 ringgit collected to help my schoolmates.
Wow.
Actually, this is just a take then go back project. But my teachers, friends, and I decided to thank the sponsors and give back to the sponsors' children. So there are 4 gift bags to the sponsors' children. So the first gift bag is to excite their children with the STEM drone education demonstration. Then the second gift bag is to teach their children the 7 running project, which only requires a laptop and a mobile phone. Then the third gift bag is to replace the time that their children use on AI games with AI STEM addiction. Then the fourth gift bag is to give their children the running competitive advantages, which can win the 3 types of competitions, which are STEM competitions, scholarship competitions, and also jobs competitions. That's all. Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. So now we can take the photo.
How Runlink can even say thank you in a storytelling app.
Yeah. Thank you.
So salute.
Okay.
Where are the 3 zeros?
Was the scout?
So
Other people in scout?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Zeros, huh?
Okay. Shukran. Barakallah fikum.
Shukran.
Have you taken the picture?
Yeah.
Shukran.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Okay.
Yeah. Could we on the camera again?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Everyone put the camera again. Yalla, 1, 2.
Mustafa.
3.
Yeah.
Mustafa, انت ما كشاف.
Yeah. Now we go Roa. Roa is there. Roa. Young Roa. She could be the first to win the Datuk Cheese award, the ARTDO award. Young talent.
Young Achievers Award.
Young Achiever.
إن شاء الله تكون يعني الجائزة بتاعت اليانج أشيفر تكون من عندكم إن شاء الله وتفوزوا بها على مستوى العالم
Young
كله.
Achievers Award.
لأنه أردو انترناشونال بتعمل مؤتمر سنوي والآن طالما الشيرمان إميريتس قال إنه حيكون في أوورد لليانج أشيفرز إن شاء الله تفوزوا بها. ربنا يعزكم ويوفقكم ونشوفكم على خير إن شاء الله. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye. شكرا.
Thank you.
مع السلامة.
Thank you everybody. Shukran.